Akang, akang mana akang? Akang, akang, akang sini akang. A better way to explain what's on my mind because ternyata I've wrote a lot of it a few days ago. I'm just gonna read it. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Saat ini I think we're having quite different kind of content today. Karena aku cuma mau bincang-bincang. I just wanna speak about the things that I experience and I evaluate, and I use a little bit of philosophical wisdom, and I just process the information. Oh my god, that's my dog there. That's Gokong. Yes, I'm in a rooftop in Malang, and that's my dog. You wanna see it? Gokong. He's so cute. And this is Dory. Dory, sini, sini, come. No, dia nggak mau come, actually. She do not want to come, but I'll bring her for you. This is my little baby. Sini kak, sini kak. Jadi hari ini kita akan berbicara soal love. Love. Yes, I'm gonna talk about love. Funny because I have not experienced at all with love, but even if I think I am, who the fuck know how to love and what is love? Love. Like, it's probably just a chemical reaction, but the effect is real and it's crazy, crazy impactful to somebody's life. So, based on my few experience and evaluation from the people around me, I've come to a decision where I think, actually, I wouldn't say what is right or wrong about love because I have no idea what is it. Still, I might never know because maybe it's just a made-up word to make this life more bearable. No, never mind. So, menurut aku, based on my observation, but I don't know where to start actually. Let me think. Give me a moment. I don't want to hurt anyone by saying what I want to say. In my perspective, two people, if this relationship is monogamy and I support monogamy, in this kind of relationship, whoever this might be, a girl or a woman, a boy, a girl and a girl, and whoever it is, they came to an agreement of a relationship. And in my opinion, there shouldn't be a status quo. Nobody should follow the status quo of what a couple should be and couple goals or whatever, because in my opinion there's no such thing as couple goal. As long as these people fulfill each other's need and emotions, I think that's already a goal. No matter if the majority of the society thinks that it's not. I don't know how to give example, but you know what I mean, right? There's no goals in anything, in my opinion. And people should not follow them because every people is different. And let alone a relationship. Like even having a friend or a best friend, you couldn't avoid fight. You couldn't avoid anything, disagreement, because basically in this social life, a couple or best friends, any kind of relationship, people need to agree at some point that we are different. different. I mean, two human with two brain, with two different kind of life, with two different background, two different um lifestyle, whatever it is surrounding them is different, which will make these two people react differently, or whatever it is as a personality. I don't know what I'm talking about, but what I meant is, ya dua orang tuh beda kayak kau, you cannot. It's normal to fight. It's normal to have a disagreement. It's normal to want something yang they're not. It's not. It's normal to express what you dislike or what you like, even though, but at the end of the day, your partner or your best friend or any kind of relationship, they or she or he will deny it or reject it or even bully you for expressing what you want or need, because at the end of the day, two person are different. This even happen in family, like even with my family now, I have so much disagreement about a lot of things, and that's completely okay. That's completely normal, given that we are all still different human, even though we share the same blood, but we are born and raised under different circumstances, a lot of things. So it's completely okay, normal, and it's alright. It's alright to embrace that difference. Because I feel like whenever I have trouble about relationship or whatever, and I came across somebody and I tell them what's going on, their first reaction is always, he don't deserve you, just break up. But then, then I think maybe that's a problem. Maybe that's why all relationships are failing. Maybe because people always think that stopping it instead of fixing it is the solution. But in my opinion, it's not, because at this kind of thing, whoever you will be with or whoever you want to be with, at the end of the day, are not, will still have difference, and you still have to embrace that difference, and you will still have to adjust, adapt. I mean, I'm not saying that one person, one side need to adjust. No, it's a two guys thing. Like, if you want to work it out, then your partner must have want to work it out too, because this cannot be done alone. But my point is, as long as two people fight, two people try to find a solution, and two people still want to work things out, then I don't think there's a need to stop or to break up or to end things. Because, I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong if they end things, if people divorce or whatever, but my point is, I think that's just why a lot of relationships are failing, because people run away, people are not facing it. And this cannot be applied to a lot of things. This just can be applied to two-person with sane mind. I'm not saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, but you know what I mean, right? Just try to talk things out, to fix things out, and if two want to work things out, then it's all good. Should be. That's the scenario if you are mentally ready and stable to fix things. But if you're not, then take a step back, take your time. Just don't push yourself too much, because just be aware that your opposite, your partner, they couldn't be that bad, because they're human at the end of the day. No matter what they've done, I'm not saying you have to forgive them and absolutely no to physical abuse and whatever along with that, but just talking about, like, I don't know, normal things. But normal is stated by status quo, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. I need to create a mind map to organize my mind better and speak to you guys. But I guess that's it. So, in relationship, two people always think what they individually as people think and do what is right. We are two different people at the end of the day. No matter who will we be with in the future, it's always two individual people, and you cannot separate the ego or the individual from a people, because at some point that's what makes somebody become fulfilled, which in my opinion is the goal of life, to be fulfilled. You know what I mean? Yeah. So in my opinion, it's the art of living with another people, living the absurd life together, being fulfilled individually but side by side. Like, you can stay with her or with him or whoever or with other people, but the pattern will be pretty much the same, and it requires effort to adapt to each other and make spaces and effort for peace for each other. So, in my opinion, there's nothing, no action will satisfy everyone all at once. So, instead of sacrificing yourself too much for the people who don't do the same, you should have just be the most you possible and and put yourself on priority, because the rest will follow, because your partner should have done the same. Like, should be two people. I prioritize me and then him prioritize himself, and we grow together, fulfilled together, side by side. Doesn't mean that this is just like, it doesn't lessen the speciality or the feelings from each other, but in my opinion it's more healthy in terms of mentally and whatever. So as long as these two people can accept each other's boundaries and fulfillment without decreasing each other's basic needs and fulfillment, knowing what to agree and what to disagree, knowing that they got each other's back, knowing that they can count on each other, I don't think these two people, or I don't think any couple should have things like 100% at the same direction. Because at the end of the day, these two people are two individual people. In my opinion, as long as these two people agree with the idea of what is the ideal us, what is an ideal couple is, that's all that matter. Like, the status quo of what a couple goal means should not be matter, because yeah, the truth can be aligned, but feelings and fulfillment of each person should not be changed and should never be taken for granted. Nobody knows a fuck how to love, because what is love anyway, right? I mean, yeah, nobody will know what love is and what we should do at certain kind of situations, because nobody feel what you feel. They can only see objectively, but feelings are replaceable. So yeah, I think that's why a lot of people, a lot of relationships are failing, because I think love is not different than business. You must not give up on it. I think people are failing in love, breaking up divorce, because we normalize it. We normalize that as a solution. But I always think it's worth a second chance or third chance, as long as you want to work things out, fix things out, and create a solution upon it. Then I think it shouldn't be end. But if not, if it's going like unhealthy, physical abuse, like it's a no. It's like directly no. But you know what I mean, right? Disagreements, all these things are normal and should be discussed. Oh, I don't know what I'm talking about.